Hello everyone, this is Will with My Spiritual Clarity for another walk in the woods. Today's video is about the fear of expansion, the fear of being criticized and judged. So, I had a client once who was putting so much pressure on themselves to expand, to get themselves out there, to be more visible, to sign more clients. There was a lot of financial pressure, and so they were stifled, they were stuck, they weren't moving forward the way that they wanted to. They had clients. They're actually doing pretty well, but they needed and wanted more clients and more money. And just underneath that, there was the emotional or the personal pressure of doing more, doing better, not letting others down, not letting the world down, all of that kind of energy and those beliefs that I'm personally very familiar with, especially even more so in the past than now. So I wanted to make this video because the fear of expansion can show up in a number of ways, and one of them is the fear of criticism or judgment. And it's the second one in the PDF that I made. It's the first resource I ever made years ago to help healers and coaches and therapists that are dealing with the struggles around expanding in your business, financially, or in your visibility online, because it can bring up some very real fears. Now, what it looks like on the surface is you diddle around on your website way too long, or it takes you way too long to get emails out to your list, or you don't have a list. It looks like getting lost in Facebook scrolling, or spending all your time trying to write copy for your website or your emails, like sales copy or just engaging copy, when really that's not your strength, and you should just record a video instead, because writing takes you forever. I've done all of these, so that's why I'm intimately familiar with them. So these are some of the ways that you'll know that you've got a fear of expansion. And what do you do about it? Well, with this client, we identified some key beliefs. So as we identify those beliefs and shift those beliefs, step out of the beliefs, clear them at the point of creation, they have more freedom to move and expand and grow the way that they want to. So what were those beliefs? Well, for this person, specifically, the first place that we started was a lack of trust and faith in God. And again, I say God, you say tomato. It's the God of your understanding. It's not anyone else's definition of God. They had a lack of belief, a lack of trust. They did have a lot of belief and a lot of faith in the day-to-day things and in the small things. But when it came to stepping up financially, there wasn't. Now, they also had experienced when you step out in faith and burn all the bridges and no plan B and leave your job and go all in, and that blew up in their face. It blew up in my face too, many times. It took me quite a long time to learn from that one. So it's understandable for them, and maybe for you as well watching this, that your faith has been shaken. Your trust in the divine has been shaken, and it's completely understandable. So that was a big part. Another big part was pressure. The amount of pressure this person was putting on themselves was just huge. And so that led to some beliefs that they picked up from other well-meaning teachers or coaches in the industry. Things like, you can only take your clients as far as you've taken them. Now that seems like a good thing. I mean, you wouldn't hire, a relationship coach that's never had a relationship, is angry all the time. That's an extreme. Or you wouldn't hire a health coach who's really unhealthy in all the ways. But we can't expect ourselves or our coaches or experts to have everything perfect. That's just ridiculous. So when it comes to the money stuff, I have noticed that most of the time that's coming from sales coaches or marketing professionals that just want to manipulate you into buying their stuff. So because they've got it all figured out and have made the money, you should only hire them and not anyone else. Maybe I could make another video about that. But the long and the short of it is that this person took on that belief like it was true. The truth, capital T truth, not just someone's perspective or maybe it is true and I should go and find it for myself. They took it on like a belief. So the first thing we had to do was to return that belief to sender with love and consciousness attached. So trace it back. This person has this belief you can only take people as far as you've taken them. Your belief might be something else. The story in your head, what are the thoughts that run through your head? That went back to pressure. Well, I've got to get farther ahead. so that I can help my clients get there, so that I can sign more clients, make the money I need to make, and be of the kind of service that I want to be. And those two are equal for this person. It's not one over the other, the money and the service. But trace that back, and a lack of faith or trust in the divine because of previous experiences of stepping out and things not working out. And what are they supposed to do next? There's nothing. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. They're completely stuck. And then we label that, or we call that, fear of expansion. But it's not actually a fear of expansion. It's a fear of being judged or criticized. It's the fear that if they offer to work with certain clients, that client's going to jump back and say, well, what results have you produced that I should hire you? I haven't had a client say that to me in a long time. Oh, sorry, no, I did have one person say it about 4 or 5 months ago. But previous to that, it's been quite a while. Now, if that was happening often, as it used to once upon a time, I would look to see what beliefs do I have, what stories do I have that are creating this reality in my life. What, lack of self-confidence do I have, but what specific stories or beliefs are leading to that lack of self-confidence? So, fear of expansion is a general term. It actually breaks down into at least 6 and probably more, and I just haven't identified them yet. Different things, and this video is about the fear of criticism or judgment. So for you watching, what judgment or criticism are you refusing to hear? What do you not want to hear? What scares the crap out of you? What would be the worst thing that someone could say about you or your work? And in the next video that I make, I'm going to give you a specific process that you can do on your own at home to actually practice and work with this and do a bit of energy work with this. But for this video, your job is to think about what is that worst thing. So for this person, it was something like, who do you think you are for me to work with you? You haven't made your first million or whatever that made up client's benchmark is in their head. You haven't done it all yet, and so why should I work with you? That'd be one version of the criticism this person doesn't want to hear. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you will like or subscribe or comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we'll see how long I can do these daily walks or these every Monday walks in the woods because it's getting colder and colder. Have a great day. See you soon.